everyone, welcome back to my channel. I feel like it's probably been about a month since I last filmed, so I'm excited to be back. I'm excited to record this video for you. I'm trying to do this thing where I don't roll my eyes like that, because like my last couple videos I rolled my eyes a lot. Oh, see, it's just I don't know why it's natural for me, but I'm gonna try not to do that. Is basically just a video. It's not my typical declutter video. This is a video focused on specific items that I'm decluttering, actually a group of items I'm decluttering, and why I'm decluttering them. And you could probably tell by the title, it is my foundations. On this list, there are some that are very, I don't want to say clear indications of why I'm getting rid of them, or more that more people didn't like some of these products, and now I've discovered why. And then there are some holy grails here that people absolutely love and probably never get rid of, but for me these products are just not working, and I will be sharing that with you today. As you can see, we have a new background. It is just my closet and my plant, but I think it's very simple and I think it's very nice. And yeah, back to my humble beginnings of recording, so it's fine. Alrighty, so let's just dive in and get into it. So I only have 4 items, so I do not think this video will be very long. Honestly, probably about 5 minutes. But let's get into the first product that I'm getting rid of for my foundations. Again, these are all foundations that I have just found do not work for me well. This is Morphe's Fluidity Foundation. This is the first foundation Morphe ever released. They have just recently come out with what is called the Morphe Filter Effects Soft Focus Foundation. And then the Fluidity Foundation is a full coverage foundation. And this thing is not lying about the full coverage. It is full coverage, but the problem I have with this foundation is 1, it smells like paint. 2, the shade matches are a little off and weird. I find that the undertones were not, it is full coverage, but the shade ranges were not the best. They were very off. And I picked up the shade F4 100 in this shade. I thought was at the time the best match for me, but I put it on myself and I look like a Oompa Loompa. I was just red and there's nothing. At one point I was actually using it as a color corrector for underneath my eyes, just because it is so full coverage, but the smell of paint, it's not working. If I truly want a color corrector, I'll probably just get a red undertone concealer versus using a full coverage foundation that smells like paint. It's not for me, so it is being decluttered. The next one is it's a little dirty, but it is the Maybelline Super Stay 24-hour foundation, and this is in the shade Truffle. And the reason why I'm decluttering this one is because this one is too dark, and it doesn't initially look too dark in the bottle, but when I put it on my face and I let it sit and oxidize, it dries down a lot darker than I am. And so I don't it doesn't really work out, and it's hard to tell and mix this foundation because I don't know how it's going to oxidize with a different foundation. So I made it very hard to mix because I couldn't find similar formulas. I think the only one I did find that it worked with was the Pretty Fresh foundation. And I am big on mixing foundations because I hate to waste foundations. I feel like I'm wasting these foundations, but honestly, I have so many foundations that I'm not gonna sit here and attempt to make all of these foundations work. I hate that I did spend money on these products and then I'm letting them go, but honestly, I've had some of them for far too long. Specifically these 2 and the next one that's coming up, I've had them for at least 2 years, and I kind of have to let them go. it's time. Next one. Now, I know there are some stans out there that are not gonna like me right now, but I'm just speaking my truth. So remember that this is my skin. This is my daily life of having to wear makeup, and why this product does not work for me. And it's the Fenty Beauty. I'm sorry, but this foundation is just not meant for me. Like, first of all, this shade, this is the shade 440, is too red. It does not, I don't know, it's just, it doesn't feel good on my skin. And maybe that's just me. I think sometimes it's too matte paired with the powder. Yo, you're looking at caked dry patches on my face. Like, the older I get, the more texture I have. So this foundation wasn't really working for me. I'm gonna let it go, and sucks that I have to, but unfortunately it's just one of those ones. It's too red, it's too mattifying, it's honestly too drying, and I don't like it. I do give it kudos for full coverage. I do think it lasts pretty long, and I do think the transfer is not as bad as other foundations, but I do not prefer it. This this last one, I think I did a video with it. This one hurts because I actually got this as a complimentary gift from Influencer for my review of it. And my review of it, I don't change my mind about the review. I think everything I said in the review still holds to this day. But this foundation, I'm letting it go. It is the Tom Ford foundation. I said in the video that this one has a weird smell. It does. I don't know what it is. It's like a nutty smell. It could be like the ingredients. Oh, it's leaking all over me. Oh, it can be like linking. It could be like the facial, because I think they were kind of advertising it more like a full coverage foundation that had a lot of skincare benefits to it. So it could be like a lot of that material was in there for this foundation. But I found that this foundation, one, smelled weird and incredibly oily. For a soft matte foundation, when I think soft matte, I think of a foundation that is matte but not over drying. That is my idea of a soft matte. You know, like your natural dew will come through, but we're gonna keep that oil under control. That is what I think of when I think of a soft matte. This foundation is anything but that. It goes on, it doesn't even look matte really. It looks semi-dewy a little bit, but you hit it with some powder, it looks great. An hour later, it is so much oil. Like, I don't even understand my own skin. Like, this is my skin naturally. I have no foundation, no powder, no nothing. This is the natural oil that the Lord has blessed me with. Do you see? Like, I do get oily, but when I tell you this product right here, it makes me so oily. I don't understand. Like, I really don't. And also the shade is just off. So it's just not a product for me. I do not enjoy it. Also, this retails for $80. I don't know if I would honestly buy this for $80 on my own. Okay, so before I decided whether I truly was going to throw out all of these foundations, I kind of needed to see, was I just being ridiculously dramatic about the oil that came off of some of these products? So I did an oil test, and that's kind of where you take a drop of your foundation, you can put it on, some people put on cardboard, I put mine on a sticky note, and you let it sit there and you let the paper absorb the oil. I let it sit there, and I let it sit there for, I believe, not 24 hours. I did about 12 hours. This is the result of the Tom Ford. Do you see how much oil there is of the Tom Ford? My face was sitting with that much oil from that product, and I don't know why that is. And it's high end. You're paying $80 for a soft matte foundation. However, this product has that much oil in it. Again, my review, the finish of the foundation was beautiful. I did like it. I don't think it was the softest matte. I don't think it was matte at all. I think they should have been like a semi-dewy situation. It was great. But if I'm looking for a soft matte, I want a soft matte. So if you're going to advertise soft matte and charge $80 but yet have all that oil in there, you better have a good reason why my face is looking like a oily, drippy mess by the end of the day. If I'm paying $80 of my dollars to you for this product, you just better have a reason. That is all I'm saying. That's all I have for you guys. So I will check you in the next video, and I'll see you later. Make sure you remember to like, subscribe, and check out your girl next time. I do appreciate everyone who spends their time with me, as well as the people who are subscribing. So do not think it goes unnoticed. Okay, but other than that, I will check you later. Have an amazing, wonderful day. Remember to always love yourself so you can give love to others. Okay? All right. Bye.